Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, come in. You're very welcome. Well, I hope you enjoyed my last video from American icon Bette Midler, and through her song "Wind Beneath My Wings," we talked about those people in our lives that have made an influence on us, and whether we thank them for that. And likewise, who do we have influence over? So, trust you found that one encouragement. Well, we're going from there to Scotland these today. In fact, 1981, Dunfermline in Scotland. And these guys, when they came out, they had such a unique, distinct sound. Given the Scottish heritage, the guitar managed to kind of emulate bagpipes and fiddles and really just bring out that whole Scottish flavour to their music. And the guys are talking about A Big Country. Now, Big Country was kind of started with Stuart Adamson on vocals, Bruce Watson on guitar, Tony Butler on bass, and Mark Brzezicki on drums, and then there were a few other people that sort of joined the ranks over the years. Unfortunately, Stuart left us in 2001, and it was certainly a loss to the people of Scotland, if not the world. These guys have supported such names as Alice Cooper, Queen, and of course iconic Who frontman Roger Daltrey. So, very much Europe, they found a lot of success, and certainly between 1983 and 2013, so that's quite a long time there. 9 studio albums, 18 live albums. There we go. These guys are very much a live act. 25 compilation albums, 1 EP, and 29 singles, and very much success in the 1980s, but they've kind of had a bit of a cult following ever since then. Now, when you think of Big Country, I think of the song where I first met them, In a Big Country. Now, as I said, the guitar emulated the bagpipes, an iconic instrument of Scotland, and this very much set these guys apart in lots of ways, and just the way that their vocals and their harmonies are as well. The whole thing just breathes Scotland, and certainly they brought Scotland to the world with other bands like Simple Minds and other bands like this. Certainly put these guys into rock, but a rock pop. There's a bit of progressive rock in here as well, because these guys are quite talented, quite tight, and quite unique. So when we think about Big Country, with this song we think about is In a Big Country. Now, obviously they're talking about their homeland here. Came off the 1983 album, The Crossing. And when I think about In a Big Country, what I think about is this beautiful wilderness that we don't often have to go very far to find. We find ourselves in a place and we think, wow, there's nothing man-made around here at all. I feel like I'm the only person in the world, and I'm just really appreciating this solitude. You call out and your voice just echoes around the hills, and you're going, hello, 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 hello. And nothing answers you back. You think, wow, I'm actually quite alone here. And if you find yourself in a place when there's nothing man-made at all, not even a path or a fence, you think, wow, this is absolute wilderness quite here. Of course, I can imagine, as Big Country sang this song, the Scottish Highlands, and the glades up there, the hills, the lakes. And you put in there the quirky characters and those little rambling fences. And very much I think of Scotland as I hear this song. And of course in Australia, we've got the Australian outback, which is pretty remote. And even in Adelaide, where I live, there's some beautiful places. So you don't have to go very far and you're in amongst nothing. We've opened up some of our reservoirs here, and so you can kind of walk around the reservoirs and even go kayaking on them. And it just think, oh, well, this is just amazing. I've just really escaped the world for a while. So I think the challenge of this song is today is, where can we go to get to this big country? Where can we go to escape life for a while? Because when we escape life, we come back with a renewed sense of vigour, a renewed sense of a freshened mind, and we're ready to face the next life, the next part of our world. For me at the moment, I've actually got a 4-day long weekend this weekend, so I'm thinking, well, when I go back to work on Tuesday, what can I do to ensure that I really get my mind in the right place? This is the value of weekends, the value of days off, making the most of the days that we got. So, how often do you get away? How often do you refresh? How often do you go to your own version of big country? And certainly as we listen to this song today, can we picture those places that we go to? Because certainly Big Country just talks about their love of Scotland in this song and the love of the wide open places. And when you add the vocals and the guitar and everything else, it just creates space for you just to imagine what that might be like. So I trust that will be an encouragement for you today. Well, on to the clips. So we do have In a Big Country. This is the iconic official clip from 1983 of the album The Crossing. So we've got that one for you. And also from The Crossing, we've got Fields of Fire. This is the live version. Here you get to see Big Country in their live version. And just see how compelling these guys are on stage, how tight they are, how energetic they are, and how much the audience is just getting carried along for the ride. Very much a cult following, Big Country, and this just typifies that so well. We then go to their 1986 album, The Seer, and this was another single I remember of theirs, Look Away. I just think, I could just imagine horses going along a countryside here and just just that whole freedom thing. This is the great thing about Big Country. They created freedom in their songs and they brought us along for the ride. So the links to those 3 songs are in the description below. And if you want to recap on Bette Midler from last time, feel free. Well, if this is the first time to Life Reflections Through Music, or if you come back for another one, welcome to everybody. So good to see everybody here, and thank you so much for the engagement of late. Really, really encouraging stuff. Well, that's it for today. Next time, just for something a little bit different, we're going to go on to the 4-piece vocal group Boney M. Of course, they're one of the Christmas albums, really, plus a few other things that these guys have done. So we'll go on to them next time. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.